Welcome back to another episode of the Natty Teacher. We got an early morning one now. It's a few minutes before 6:30 a.m. Pre-workout meal consumed. First half gallon of water consumed. Actually, I'll tell you this, guys, before we jump into the training. I have, and this is just a little, not required thing whatsoever. I do think drinking water in the morning is important, of course. But for me, something I've been doing lately, and I've done variations of this before, but especially now that I'm going to be doing fasted cardio in the next week or so here in the morning and kind of flip-flopping my workout schedule when I go back to work. So doing fasted cardio in the morning and then weight training after work. One thing I've been doing in the morning, I've been doing lemon water for a while, but what I've done now is I have like a 64-ounce bottle, like a big bottle. And so before I go to bed, what I will do is I will grind up one lemon, pour the lemon juice in there, and then also add a scoop of essential amino acids and a scoop of glutamine into that bad boy, and then fill it up to the brim and, give it a nice shake and throw it in the fridge. And so then in the morning, take it out, give it another shake, and I got, a really solid hydration setup, man. Glutamine's great for the gut. The essential amino acids, obviously, that's, they're the building blocks of that protein, and then help with that muscle protein synthesis. Good for just overall recovery and performance and what have you. And then, obviously with the lemon water, it's giving you a nice little hydration. So a little natural hydration instead of buying some sugar stick or something like that. Just have some lemons. Maybe throw in a little sprinkle or two of salt here and there. You know what I mean? There's a lot of ways to do natural stuff like that. Replace some of the sugary or artificial supplements for that. So, anyways, this morning we got a push session, our push B session today. Okay, so usually I don't do this, but today we're going to be trying this out for this training cycle. It's the same exercise I've been doing for a while, but a lot of times I will start with a fly movement. But because of the setup of this exercise, it being kind of more of like a machine press, we are actually going to jump right into a pressing move. So we're going to jump right into an incline plate loaded press, and then we have a flat machine press, neutral grip shoulder press. Try to throw in some sort of fly variation at that point. And then some side lateral work and triceps. So it should be a relatively smooth, efficient workout, probably about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes or so. Today is kind of, I don't want to say my lighter push session, but my top sets today, nothing will be below like that 8 to 10 rep range, or that's kind of the goal, is in between that 8 and 10 rep range. So obviously, like in my heavier push session that I did on Sunday, you'll see sets sometimes like 3, 4, 5 reps, you know what I mean? Especially for like those really big top sets. And then obviously we'll do follow-up back off sets to add, go for that hypertrophy piece. But so today it's again, not light by any means, but it is not quite as physically taxing as some of the days where, I'm doing those lower rep sets. So anyways, first exercise on the docket, like I said, incline plate loaded machine press. That'll be coming at you right about, the top set will be coming at you right about now. All right, as promised, incline plate loaded press. And as you can see here, last time we did this exercise, we did 4 plates and a 10. We did that for a set of 10. Today, we got 4 plates and a quarter, and we gave this bad boy a ride for a solid set of 8. And I'll be honest with you, this form was even cleaner than last time I did the 4 plates and a 10. So I was super frickin' jazzed up about that, man. This felt super smooth. This machine is great. Again, it's a converging plate loaded press. So you'll see I sit in that stretch position and then really push hard out of the bottom, trying to get as many as we possibly can, but make sure no matter what, we're sitting in that stretched position at the bottom. Sit there for at least a moment. You don't got to hold it there for 5-10 seconds or anything crazy, but sit there and then make sure we're coming up hard out of the bottom and going from there. Yeah, this one was almost 9. I was like right there, but I just couldn't quite finish it. That's all right. We get it next time. Anyways, after that, we did 2 sets there. So we did 4 plates and a quarter for 8, and then 4 plates for 10. Anyways, so flat machine press. This one we went up 5 pounds, rep matched, hit a nice solid set of 10 here. So you'll see I'm really controlling that weight on the way back, sitting in that stretch position, allowing those chest fibers to fully lengthen and really sit in that pain zone, that burn zone, and then push hard through. Okay, get a nice full contraction in the chest. Did 2 sets here, 1 top set here, and then drop down
I don't even think it was quite 20%, just a little under 20%, and did that for a follow-up set of 11. So top set of 10 here. Back off set dropped somewhere between 15 and 20%, did that for 11. Felt really good, felt really strong. Form was rocking and rolling for sure, really getting that nice stretch. So anyways, after that, neutral grip machine press, again, obviously trying to bias the front delts more than anything. This is the double chin machine because there is really no way, unless I was to look up at the ceiling, that I can't really tuck down, and I'm sitting straight up and down. So definitely see that double chin pop in there, love it. Went up 10 pounds from last week, or the last time we did this, excuse me, and only lost a rep, but a 10-pound jump and only losing 1 rep, I'd say that's more than normal. So anyways, yeah, top set of 9 here, drop the weight, again, not quite 20%, and hit that for a back off set of 14. Nice front delt pump here, even with my right shoulder still kind of nagging me a little bit. We're still able to rock and roll with some good controlled form here. So anyways, then cable flies. You can see I'm going high to low here. I probably should have done double speed on this one, to be completely honest with you, but I don't really want to start this voiceover over. I feel like it's flowing pretty well. So again, what we have here is we have the pulleys at the highest setting. We are allowing those arms to at least go parallel with the side of the body, maybe even slightly above that. And this is kind of a hard cue to see, especially being in all black here. But what I'm doing here, and this is just to help you out to kind of really emphasize that stretch and contraction, is when I allow the weight to come up in that portion, like right there, when I am stretching that weight out, I'm actually pushing my chest towards the ground. So I like to think that I'm kind of leaning into the weight just a little bit. I'm really emphasizing that stretch. And then as I bring the handles down like this together, I'm really able to get a nice deep contraction. So we did, I think we got 50 pounds on each side. Again, this exercise is absolutely not about moving a ridiculous amount of weight. I'm all about the reps with cable flies. Make sure it feels good, make sure it's not hurting the shoulders, all that kind of fun stuff, and make sure we're getting a nice contraction at the bottom. Now we did 2 working sets here, both at 50 pounds per hand. This was a top set of 20, and then we did a back off set of, I believe, 15. So yeah, I would say to keep these cable flies in between that 12 to 20 rep range would be ideal. So yeah, 2 sets there. Then, one of, in my opinion, the best side delt builders there is, cable side laterals. Again, we do this with a cuff, so we are not allowing the grip to be a limiting factor whatsoever. We are just getting a slight angle in the arm. So here's what I like to picture. If you were to start with your arm right next to your body, move it up 1 notch. Pretend your arm is an adjustable bench. You're going to want to move it up about 15 degrees. And this is a cue I picked up from Kuba Chellan, so this is not my cue, but this was his cue, is, just basically having that hand just out in front of the body and going from there, again, at about a 15-degree angle. And then we're just coming straight up and out. So with this one, we're working more in the mid-length position of the, or portion of the side delt. This is a phenomenal side delt builder here. Did a top set. We're using like 40 pounds for a top set, did that for 10, kept 40 on there, did it for 8, and then dropped down to 30 and did that for, I think, 13 per hand. Then tricep push downs. I'm getting really good at this variation. I really love this one with the easy bar. So we have our hands in a comfortable position. The wrists are in a comfortable position as well. And you'll see here, pushing down, holding at the bottom for a brief moment, and loading the triceps on the way up. I want those, elbows to be forced back ever so slightly, and we're loading those triceps up to then explode down. We did 3 working sets here. Again, with any kind of push down variation, you're never really going to see me dip below that 10 rep range. I would say 10 to 15, 10 to 20 would be ideal. So we did our top set here. We're using, I think it's 150 pounds, did it for 15, and then a follow-up set of, I believe, 13, and then or 12 or 13, and then a last set of 10 or 11. So, all within the range that I wanted to be. But again, really control and really push yourself towards the end there. So again, we're not backing too far away from the machine either. We don't need to be leaned way over into the weight. Want to try to keep the shoulders out of it as much as possible. So again, 3 working sets here. Really great exercise for the triceps. And this is one I haven't done in a while, but we did this with kind of the shorter, more curvy easy bar. Just some overhead extensions here. So essentially what I like to do here is I will start with the weight in a position to where, when I walk out with the weight, it's in a comfortable spot. I don't even know what I'm saying here. I'm like making up words. I'm watching myself do this movement and just like saying random things. Basically, I will start with my body close to the cable stack and then take 1 or 2 steps out, slightly leaning forward. I don't want to lean forward too much. I think people will try to use, because you can use a lot of weight with this exercise, I think. This is one where I would use more of like a medium load, and again, stay within that 10 to 15 rep range. We did 2 working sets here, but when you walk out, make sure you can comfortably get a full stretch without causing any kind of elbow pain, but also make sure you're not going too far out, and also make sure you're not too close to the machine. Again, 1 or 2 steps out, with that lean forward seems to be a sweet spot for me. Give it a whirl. This is a phenomenal exercise. Again, we did 2 working sets here, both within that 10 to 15 rep range. I believe it was set of 15 and then 12, maybe even close to 15 again. It felt great. Catching the outro.
Push, B, workout, in the books. Man, that was an awesome workout. Wow. I could tell right when I came in today, I was like, I felt good. Gut felt nice and like, I finally feel like I've reset my gut. Had a for the past couple days, up really like Friday through even a little bit yesterday. But, it was just feeling it. Just felt off. Digestion felt off. Didn't feel like I was absorbing my food correctly. Figured out my diet, and got my gut reset. And it just felt good. Felt cleared out. Felt nice. Digestion felt on point. Felt agile. There's a feeling you get when you feel like it's like I got enough fuel, but at the same time I still feel like tight. You know what I mean? It's a good feeling. And that's when I hit that sweet spot. I knew before I even started this workout, I'm like, it's going to be a good workout. I could just tell. It was going to be a great workout. And sure enough, it was phenomenal. It really, really was. Again, at 20, 30, 50 out of 10, it was phenomenal. Phenomenal stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, absolutely blasted push. Great second session of the week. I do still have abs and cardio a little bit. I did not have time. I needed to be home at a good time for my wife today. So I did not have time to do abs at the gym. So I will do abs at home. I do have like a little decline bench, and obviously any body weight stuff I can do is just fine. I'll probably just do some decline crunches for the day, and then my cardio when my daughter is napping. So, anyways, yeah, man, great stuff. Phenomenal stuff. I got nothing else to say about it, man. So join me tomorrow. We got our vertical pull day. A few little tweaks from our last training cycle, so you will see a little bit of different exercises. Not a ton, but a little bit. Again, very much so focused on the lats. We already had our horizontal pull day, which is more of the, upper back, traps, rhomboids, teres, all that kind of fun stuff. Really upper back traps and rhomboids more than anything, and rear delts. But tomorrow will be mainly focused on really blasting those lats, specifically. That is an area I really wanted to bring up in my back. I have a pretty wide, full back, pretty detailed as well. So it is definitely a stronger body part for me. But I wanted to get more of that lat, it's called like a lat hang, where it just looks like you have slabs of beef, just below the rib cage, because a lot of times the back will be big and wide and then taper in really hard, and that extra like oomph in that lower lat just isn't there as much. And so I kind of noticed for me, it's like, yeah, not quite as much as I would like, but close. So we're gonna really blast lats. It's one of the reasons I switched to more of a horizontal pull day and like a vertical pull day, so I could have a day specifically for lats. Anyways, make sure you like and share the video. Drop a comment below with any and all feedback you got. Yeah, man, exciting stuff. Do your freaking cardio. Don't dip out on cardio. I don't care if you're full-blown off season or if you are in a contest prep. Do your freaking cardio. Could be steps, could be recumbent bike, could be treadmill. It doesn't matter what it is. Do it. Do your cardio. All right. Anyways, make sure you tune in tomorrow for that vertical pull day. But for today, I am the Natty teacher, and this fourth episode of Road to Natty Pro is out. Catch y'all tomorrow.